everyone, welcome to part 9 of Jeans Club, where Chloe and I are making the ultimate jeans sewing pattern. Version 3, which is the mum jeans styles.
Yeah.
And we're kind of getting there. We have something in our hands.
Yes, look, something.
That resembles.
So what we've done is we've got to a point where a lot of the top stitching was sort of finished.
Mm-hmm.
So we can now, what we've done is we've basted the jeans together. So this is the base, all the side seams and the centre seam, just with a long stitch, put it together so that we can quickly
Try it on.
and just check the fit. Because we were talking about this before, even though we'd made the toile and
Yeah.
we'd done all the changes, our toiles have been made out of cotton, well mine was cotton poplin.
Mine's a tablecloth, so it's like a cotton, not as heavy as a canvas, but heavier than like a quilted cotton, for example.
Yeah. And as we know, different fabrics can behave a bit differently.
Absolutely.
Now, with our thicker denim, we just need to make sure that the fit is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, we can just make a few little alterations now before we do the proper seams and all the
Yes.
top stitching on that.
Because if you were following the instructions in order, you basically sew the inner leg seam and then top stitch that, and then you sew the side seams and top stitch that, so everything becomes a bit final. So this is a good time to just take a moment, have a look, and decide, on any, nothing's gonna, you won't be able to change anything drastically, but you can sew with a slightly smaller seam allowance maybe, or a slightly bigger seam allowance, and adjust a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
And then also, just to sort of, before we put it on, show you that, so the side seams look just like a normal pair of trousers, so we've just put them on here, but we've also put on the waistband, but just, so the waistband is 2 pieces, and I've just put on that top one, so that means that I can see, and I'll just pin it, so I can see where it will be hitting, but it's not actually in, it's not put in properly yet.
Yeah, and the final waistband is made of 2 pieces. So you've just done one.
I've just done one.
I've not even used denim because I don't have loads left. I didn't want to cut out the waistband yet, so I've just used some cotton that I had, and I've put a button on it.
Oh, nice.
I just thought that it can actually stay in place, so there we go.
So I'm going to have a pin on my tummy, which is probably
Ouch. Dangerous, don't wiggle too much. But I'd say that when you're doing the test fit, it is a good idea to have the waistband on, because that changes how and where the trousers sit. So don't just try on the legs, basically. Put that waistband on, and it doesn't take long. This step really didn't take any time at all. And you just want to, it's almost like your final chance to adjust anything. So it's worth doing, I'd say. If you're taking all the time to do all the top stitching, all the things, you might as well take some extra time to check. So what we're going to do is put on these jeans and try them on for you. Ta-da! Here we are. This was amazing. Test it.
Sorry,
It's
silly.
very exciting.
It is really exciting.
It feels amazing too. Like, they're basically there. All that will come after this will be finishing touches.
Yeah.
Absolutely love yours.
Yeah.
The fit looks amazing.
So,
what are your thoughts?
right, so I'm happy with
trying
the
them.
waistband here.
Really
they
good.
feel a bit like, not tight, but fitted here.
Okay.
And I didn't know whether to maybe let out a bit on the seam in that bit,
Yeah.
or just to leave it because it's denim and it will naturally stretch a bit.
See, I think, so this is what we were mentioning, that a lot of
'cause I
people
feel-
say that the denim will kind of ease naturally, basically in between washes. So when you wash it, it will feel like all tight,
So
and
it's
then
like,
it relaxes.
it's not uncomfortable, I just feel like quite held. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah, I guess.
And
Well,
then
you
I've
could-
got
maybe
a
you
bit
could
of
do-
baggier here.
There, which is what we talked about on your
So
toile
I think,
as well.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pin here, and
Yeah.
a pin here, and then I'm just going to scoop out a bit there. And then
Easily done.
scoop that out a little bit.
Are you happy on the leg?
Yeah.
That's looking
Really happy on the
nice.
leg.
The bum, I'm sorry, I keep looking at her bum, but the bum fit is beautiful.
I'm happy with that.
It looks
I can do,
amazing.
you've got to do the...
Oh yeah, the squat test. Then we can't get up. That's not the jeans problem.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the clothes guy.
And they do feel really comfortable.
So good. Have you sat down? I was sitting down and I looked like such a maniac at home the other day. I was like, am I happy with that?
Yeah, am I happy with
Can
that?
I sit?
Can I
Can
eat?
I eat? Yeah, eat. Actually, I haven't tested eating. But the sitting down for
Extended time.
for an extended time, I do want to check that maybe before I finally sew this down.
So these look great to me. They
Thank
don't look like
you. I'm very
they need
happy.
any adjustments.
Well, so I was thinking they do feel a tiny bit loose here around
so
the
same area as
thigh,
me.
same area as you, but and I know the denim will probably ease and all of
Yeah.
that, but I hate trousers that are tight around my thighs. So I think I'm just gonna leave it because it's too. I like even if it relaxes it a little bit, I love having that room when I'm sat down, for example, when I'm doing this, that feels just the right amount of fabric. And it's, as we discussed, we're not making skinny jeans, are we? That's not the style. I quite like this. That's the mum jean style.
Yeah.
That it is a little bit baggy. Not baggy. Baggy is too
There's
exaggerated, but there's room.
Yeah.
And I love that. Where I have seen something that I want to change is the waistband.
Okay.
So I've just made a waistband in cotton. Now in my toile, so I usually, as an instinct, I would make a curved waistband for something like this. But then when I made my toile, I put the regular straight waistband on and I was happy with it. Having worn those for quite a bit, it's kind of
it's
relaxed too much and I'm like, I should have done a curved waistband.
Yeah.
And putting this on, I can see that there's, I mean, a bit of room is needed, of course.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit too baggy for me. I think I'm just gonna do the curved waistband and it's gonna make me happier. And I'm talking a tiny, we have a tutorial on how to draft a curved waistband, but you basically want to check how much room you want to remove, I guess. And it's useful if you have bigger hips than you've got waist. So this is what I'm talking about, like tiny pinched out. I don't know if you can even see it, like it's so small, the amount that I want to take off, but I think it will make a good difference.
Because really we're just talking about, it's like ratio, isn't it, from hip to waist?
Exactly. Yeah, ratios, exactly.
And it's like, if your ratio is, your hip is like smaller than your...
If the waist is smaller,
you actually, even within a
around.
Waistband, even in that space,
you
want the same amount here, but you're taking it out.
Yes, just at the
That's
top.
the curve.
That's the curve. So your waistband goes from being this to being this with the dip, which is to accommodate basically that sway back I've got going on. And it's a small adjustment, but I think because this area gets a lot of stress and stuff, that is going to stretch, I reckon. So I am gonna do, and I'm glad I didn't cut the waistband as is yet because I don't have loads of denim left. So I'm gonna now draft the curved version and hopefully then I'll be happy. But yeah, in terms of legs, I looked at it for so long. I was like, do I want to get rid of that? I don't think I do. I love it.
Good.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm happy with the leg. I've rolled this up twice, I think. I think you could go one further.
Yeah.
They are meant to be worn with a roll up.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to hem mine at the bottom and then just roll up depending on how I feel, what shoes I'm wearing at the
I'm not going to commit to a roll. Same. I'm not going to stitch down the roll. Like, it's not a turn up proper.
No.
Yeah, like you have on your Peggy trousers or something. This is just, manual.
A manual roll.
Now, one thing I want to mention, because this kind of happened naturally, because I overlocked all the side seam, all the side edges of the legs, mainly because I was bringing in the pieces in and out of the office and there was a lot of travelling and my denim was starting to unravel. So you don't need to overlock things separately. But I did it. And then when I was putting the legs together, I kind of pressed the seams open and I love what's happened here.
Yeah.
Which is a bit like, now this is testing the jeans flexibility. If you can see, it looks, if you've ever seen selvage jeans.
Oh yeah.
it's done a bit of that effect.
That's cool.
And I quite like that. But in the instructions, you're
Does it say
meant
to
to
put it together.
Yeah. So you sew them together and press them to the back or the front or whatever, and then you top stitch that. So I'm thinking, how can I keep this going? Yeah, because it's a nice look.
It's actually quite. Yeah,
I really like it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a little think before I top stitch and think, can I keep that
Open.
flap? Because it will be, you know, I would, on the underside I'm using just the navy thread. And on the outside I'm using the lilac top stitch. So maybe there's a way that I could do, just stitch down one of the sides with top stitching on top and the other side with regular thread. Just so I keep that open. I just love that little detail. It's like fancy. If you've ever seen, I think it's usually Japanese denim that has a selvage detail, and you cut jeans quite differently if you're using that, I think, to make the
make
edge.
a feature, isn't it? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So watch this space, see what I do with that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, so you're basically there.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So you're gonna.
I just don't know if I am gonna maybe I'm not gonna let this out. I don't know.
I would say trust it.
Trust it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, could you let out the crotch seam instead of the side seams, and then it won't change too much the fit here, because I think the fit here looks great.
Oh, you think leave that?
Yeah, I'd say
So you said just leave it all, just leave it.
Well, I would say if you want to let something out, I would go on the crotch.
But I don't. If I let that out, then that would be too much, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know, because
I was going to take it in here.
There. Do you feel
No, it's here. It's
Oh,
here. So
okay,
let
so
it out there.
Okay.
Because it's the tummy. But I mean, it's not like tight. It's not like like I had like. Cause I could still wasn't having to like breathe in.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just
I would do,
getting used to how something feels. You know?
I would do a bit of sitting down, like for an hour or something in them. Have you cut your shirt?
No. No, maybe I can't do them all. Okay. So.
I think because really, where it's going to be a bit uncomfortable if it is too tight is when you sit down. And
No, this bit's got loads of room.
Fine then. I would be tempted to leave it
as
and
is.
let the denim.
And this will just naturally relax around.
I reckon.
Because this is the biggest part of my body.
Right.
So and then it sort of goes in a bit here.
Yeah.
So in the sizing, that's where I'm sort of between the sizes.
Yeah. And you graded between sizes. Yeah.
So I think maybe I just need to leave it. I'll just leave it.
Leave it. Have a sit down. Just sit on the sofa watching a film or something in them.
Yeah.
And then make your decision. Because I don't think you will need to let it out.
This is good.
And the waistband fit looks right.
Yeah.
I think they look amazing.
I do feel nervous about the buttonhole.
So nervous, same. We'll see how we go.
But it's just one, so it's like, if it gets, because I'm thinking with the denim, my machine might not like it having to do that.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I could just hand finish it.
Well, I was gonna say if you start and it looks like a nightmare, my plan is to just hand stitch a buttonhole. And it's boring, but you know.
Yeah. But it's just one. It's not like
just the one exactly. You're not doing a Leah dress with 75 buttons. Like that would be too much. Definitely. Oh no. So anyway. Then a chambray Leah would look very nice. We digress. But I think have that in mind that you can go in just with a.
So what's our next episode?
So the next episode will be because we've done the fit check, we now need to undo those seams. But I, for example, went in with contrast thread and really long stitch so that I can hopefully unpick it very, very quickly.
Do you have to unpick it? Can't you just sew over it?
You can sew over it, yeah, why not? If you're keeping the same, sew over it. Yeah.
Let me know your thoughts. Would you judge me if I just
sew them down? I think if you've got especially if you're keeping to the same seam allowance,
you could just follow it.
You could just follow it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But no, you do have to unpick it because you have to unpick the sides so that you can then stitch down this and then top stitch. You can't top stitch as nicely.
You're right. There's more top stitching, and there's top stitching. It goes
top stitching here.
To there. Yeah.
Not all the way actually. You're right.
Yeah, just to there.
Just to that. And then you'll just have to unstitch these, or at least one side. I'm just thinking to top stitch the inner leg crotch. That's gonna be easier if you can flap it out. So we'll do that. And then I guess next time we'll also talk a little bit about rivets, about
the finishing touches.
Yeah, I think the little finishing touches. Maybe we will have done a buttonhole by then. The accoutrements of the jeans. We'll talk about the buttonhole maybe if we've done it
already.
or if we're about to do it. It's going to be a big moment. Yeah, scary moment. But it will be fine. It will be fine. Because it has to. And but this, trying them on, has really, really made me excited about having a final pair of jeans.
I know.
So excited. Oh, something I wanted to mention, just because I don't know if you've been looking or thinking about it, is whether you're thinking of any labels to add. Because I've also seen, I don't have any, but I've seen that there are some leather jeans labels that you can get there, which I quite like the look of. I don't know, have you seen anything that's caught your eye?
No, but
now I
shall. I'll make it
your mission to
my life's
find
work to then look for things.
Because there's a few places you could add a label, a cute label, right?
Yeah.
So once you've sewn the waistband, maybe on the inside, if you want it just for you, you could do one of those leather ones that goes on the. It basically becomes an extra belt loop, I think.
Yes.
You could
it does
leave it
go
open
through,
on the sides, and you can put your belt. Not that we'll need belts because these fit so good. And then I was thinking maybe you could have. So I'm thinking I could also do. I've got my labels cut on Cricut on my Cricut machine on iron-on vinyl. So I could just put that. Maybe put a little one in the coin pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know. All of these, I just haven't given it much thought.
Yeah.
But I do want to add some more personalisation, obviously, because that's what we do. That's literally what Jeans Club has been.
So that's our next episode.
Next episode, all the accoutrements. Very, very well used word. I think it describes exactly what we're doing. And then I think the final, maybe next time we just show the accoutrements on the jeans, holding them, and then we do
the big
one more
reveal.
that's a reveal.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're nearly there.
Yeah.
So
It's very exciting, and it feels like now it's just stuff on top. Like the fit, I'm so happy with both of ours. It looks great. They look like jeans.
I know,
They're actually jeans. And we made them, and they feel great. And we're just turning into, September weather. I'm thinking, now is when you want to finish them.
like this has actually been timed pretty well.
Yeah,
We didn't
not by plan, not by design, that's for sure.
But yeah, it actually feels nice putting some jeans on. Be like, I'm ready to put some jeans wear.
Yeah. And I've just been dreaming already of I can wear them with this top and this
Yeah.
top and this top and this jacket. Oh, exciting, very exciting.
Right.
So
Focus.
we'll make the final decisions on decoration.
Yeah, and let us know how you're getting on.
Yes.
If you are making jeans along with us,
If you're thinking of starting to make your own jeans.
or if you've made your jeans and
yeah.
you've put any extra
Oh, yes.
fancy accoutrements, let us know. And yeah, like and subscribe
Yes, absolutely, always.
to this series.
And we'll see you very, very soon, hopefully with some very jazzy jeans.
Bye.